Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the video. So we are here today with Paul from Fox Mortgages. The reason we decided to do this video is there's a lot happening with various different grants that are being put out there by federal government, state government, and grants that are already in place. We're starting to get a lot of questions about people looking at building a house, getting into their first home, or even moving from the house that they're in into a new one. And so what we thought we'd do is just address what the grants are, who's eligible for it, and the different types of things that you might be able to use them for. Any questions after this, please do get in touch and we'll hopefully be able to answer. There is a lot of information about this, so stick with us and we will try and run you through it as best as we can. So Paul, thanks for doing this video with us.
You're welcome.
So there's currently different grants that are out there, obviously ones that were already in place before the government's now done this new announcement. So do you just want to walk us through the grants that are available, and then we'll run through who's eligible for the different grants?
Okay, so we're going to focus on actual building grants. So for first homeowners, the $10,000 first homeowner grant is still available. So that's for anybody who's not owned a property in Australia before. And then we've got the federal government stimulus grant, which is $25,000, and that's for new builds up to $750,000. It's also available for renovations, but it's a little bit restrictive on that. The federal state government grant is available for people who are Australian citizens. There is an income cap of $125,000 for individuals and $200,000 for a couple. So again, maybe a little bit restrictive for some people. And then the state government on Sunday announced a $20,000 builder boost as well. And that's available for not only owner-occupied properties, but also investment properties. And that's available from now. Both the state and federal government grants are going to be applied for through the Office of State Revenue. And they're available from now up until the end of the year.
Okay, so a few different grants in there and different criteria for different ones. So if, say, someone is eligible for all three, can they get all three at once, or is it either one or the other?
No, they can get all three. So as a first home buyer, which is really exciting, they can get up to $55,000 off their build.
Which is pretty good, guys. So I would say one of the big things clients come to us, whether it's their kids that are looking at doing this or whether it's them themselves, the big thing is trying to save for a deposit for a home. So this $55,000, can it be used for a deposit in a house so that people no longer have to save?
No, unfortunately not. Well, as policy stands at the moment, we're still waiting on what the lenders are actually going to do and how this grant is going to be distributed. So according to the websites, the state and government websites, these applications are submitted on behalf of the individual and paid to the individual. The issue is that they're paid when the construction process starts. So at slab down, really. So when the slab's laid, that invoice, those grants become available. The issue for lenders is that they cannot guarantee that the applicant is going to use that towards their loan. So they can't use it as deposit. Normally, you can use your first homeowners grant, which will still be the case. So that's administered through the Office of State Revenue, and most lenders will actually take that into account as part of your deposit as funds to complete. So really, normal application criteria is what we're going for. So 5% genuine savings. A lot of lenders will allow a waiver of 5% genuine savings if you've been renting and you can prove rental. And there's also, we're moving into July now, and we'll have the first home loan deposit scheme, which is available for those who have a 5% deposit.
Great. Okay, so there's a few things there, guys, to make sure that you're aware of. So if you are going out and talking to builders or looking at land, we always say just make sure that you've had a chat with either a mortgage broker or someone about lending before, just to make sure that you do actually meet the criteria and you're not going to be disappointed when you do anything like that. So obviously all this has come off the back of COVID, and it's come off the back of Australia going into its first recession in 28 or 29 years, whatever it is. So people that are going to be on either job seekers or job keepers, is this going to affect their loan applications, or what should they be aware of? if they're on job seeker or job keeper?
Well, if you're on job seeker, the likelihood of you being approved for a loan is minimal anyway.
Yep.
Because taking into account benefits that are short term is not good for a lender. So job seeker, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to apply for a loan. With JobKeeper payments, some lenders will take into account JobKeeper. It all depends, because it's a temporary facility that the government's giving. We can't rely on it as regular income. So JobKeeper, if it's paid above your normal salary or if it's included as part of your salary, can be taken into account, but really it's a case-by-case basis. So we've got to assess the full application and see what it looks like on the other side of the COVID facilities.
All right, so, and then a bit of a cheeky question that we got sent through to us was, if I have taken out $10,000 from my superannuation, can I use that towards my deposit?
That's a really good question. So it's a hard one, because what you're actually saying, if you've removed $10,000 from your superannuation, what you've told the ATO is that you're in financial hardship. So if you're going to apply for a mortgage, you're also telling a lender that you're in financial hardship. So there's going to be no lender out there really that is going to accept an application if you're claiming that you're in hardship. So it's a difficult one. If it's a temporary thing and you've taken out your super and you go back to normal, then the normal rules I anticipate will apply. But if you're suffering at the moment, it's going to be very difficult.
All right, so we tried to get a little cheeky one in there for you. So guys, there were all the questions that we were going through. We do have a blog that we've put out on our website. It's also on Paul's website as well, that runs through this. As we've said, especially at a state level, there's a little bit of confusion still around how it's actually going to work. So we need to take that into play. But we would say, as always, still do your planning, still do your research, have a chat with a builder, but make sure you come and have a chat with a mortgage broker beforehand to make sure that you can actually get the loan and that you're eligible. If you do want to get in touch, please, by all means, send us a message, give us a call. We'll put a link through to Paul's website as well, so you can jump on there and have a look at that. But by all means, please do get in touch, and hopefully we will get you in your house very soon. Thanks, guys.